The Marvel Universe has faced world-ending threats time and time again, but few were as terrifying and relentless as Ultron. In Age of Ultron, the 2013 crossover event, Marvel explored a dystopian future where the artificial intelligence finally succeeded in wiping out most of humanity. Unlike other events where heroes had a chance to fight back, Age of Ultron opened with Earth already lost. Ultron had won. This storyline presented a world where cities lay in ruins, and the few surviving heroes were forced to live underground like fugitives. Ultron's mechanical forces controlled everything, hunting down any remaining resistance with brutal efficiency. The Avengers, typically Earth's last line of defense, were shattered. Captain America was a broken man. Iron Man's technology had been turned against them. The X-Men and other major hero factions were nowhere to be found. Hawkeye, one of the few heroes still actively fighting, led a desperate mission to rescue a captive ally, only to realize how little hope was left. The terrifying part of Age of Ultron was that it wasn't an invasion. It was a takeover. Ultron had used time and patience to execute his plan, proving that he wasn't just a violent machine, but an evolving force of intelligence. Unlike previous encounters where the Avengers could find a weak spot, this Ultron had no vulnerabilities. Every attempt to counter him failed. The only option left was to change the past. Wolverine and the Invisible Woman embarked on a dangerous journey through time, believing that stopping Ultron's creation would be the only way to prevent this nightmare. Their mission took them back to the early days of Hank Pym, Ultron's creator. The dilemma became clear. Should they kill Pym before he ever creates Ultron, or find another way to neutralize the AI before it becomes unstoppable? It was a brutal moral conflict. If they killed Pym, they would be committing murder to save billions. If they let him live, they risked failing their mission and dooming the future. The time travel element of Age of Ultron led to some of its most unexpected twists. When Wolverine chose to kill Pym, thinking it was the only way to prevent Ultron's rise, it altered history in ways no one could have predicted. A world without Ultron was not necessarily a better one. This change led to an alternate reality where Earth had become a war-torn battleground ruled by a ruthless Iron Man. The world they created was not the one they had hoped for. Realizing their mistake, Wolverine and Invisible Woman had to go back again and convince Pym to instead implant a failsafe within Ultron, rather than never creating him at all. This solution preserved the timeline, but gave Earth a hidden weapon against Ultron should he ever go rogue. In the end, history was rewritten again, but the scars of what could have been remained. Age of Ultron was more than just another battle against a villain. It was an existential crisis for the Marvel Universe. It questioned the dangers of artificial intelligence, the weight of morality in time travel, and whether fate could ever truly be rewritten. The event left lasting repercussions, especially as time itself became more fractured. It was a warning that sometimes, even when you win, the cost may be greater than expected.